Now, the ANC in Johannesburg will hold its elective conference this coming weekend. The conference was previously postponed twice to settle disputes and appeals. Party members are engaged in intense leadership battles. Branches that had lodged disputes were given today and tomorrow to resolve these issues. Let's go to eNCA's Lindo Uhle, who joins us now with the latest. Lindo, quite a lot of issues, before the ANC in the Johannesburg region in terms of their conference, but also the passing away of Mpho Irani. Was that spoken about at all in terms of who they think should take up chairperson in that region?
Well, that's right, Maseko. There's been a lot of issues in terms of just making sure that we get to this stage where the ANC in the region of Johannesburg would be saying that they are ready for conference. This was because of the fact that this conference has been marred with the delays in terms of some of the disputes that were outstanding. When we first spoke to them, when they were first supposed to hold their conference earlier this month, they told us that they would have had to delay it, they would have had to postpone it, and this was because there was 9 disputes from 9 branches that were outstanding, but they have told us that with the 2 postponements, they have been able to, together with the NEC deployees as well as the National Dispute Committee, sort out some of these issues, seeing some of the branches going back to their BGMs to try and sit down. But you're right in saying that it's really been a tough road to come to this stage, and it's not just a tough road for this particular region alone. We have seen even in Ekurhuleni just last week when they held their conference, there was a lot of disputes. Some of those branches disqualified. They had been making noise, but Johannesburg says as an ANC in the region of Johannesburg, they've taken time to use these postponements to actually sort out some of these disputes, and they are confident right now they'll be able to continue without any disruptions, without any problems when it comes to their 15th conference in this particular region. Take a listen to the regional coordinator, that is Utata Morero, who is in fact the current secretary of this particular region, just giving us a sense of some of the things they've had to deal with before they could pronounce their readiness when they spoke to us earlier on.
The Regional Conference Preparatory Committee held its meeting on the 30th of May, yesterday, at which we were assessing the readiness of the region to proceed with the 15th Regional Conference, which is scheduled for the 3rd to the 5th of June 2022. The RTT, supported of course by PEC deployees and NEC deployees, noted that all disputes lodged with the Regional Dispute Resolution Committee and the Appeals Committee, which is basically your Provincial Dispute Resolution Committee, were all attended to, and to the extent at which we have resolved almost all disputes, and 2 branches were then instructed to rerun on Sunday, which was Ward 2 and Ward 102, and today Ward 23 will be rerunning, and the last one, it will be Ward 37, which is meant to rerun tomorrow. And basically those are the branches outstanding, and there's no other disputes or any appeals. The Appeals Committee concluded its work yesterday, and we are satisfied that where we are ready, therefore, to continue with our regional conference as planned.
Well, Lindo, it looks like they feel that they'll definitely be ready for this upcoming weekend. Just explain to me in terms of the branches that he says still need to conclude with their disputes throughout the rest of the week. Do they think they'll have enough time by Friday?
They will have enough time, according to the regional coordinator, Dada Morero. Earlier on, when we spoke to him about what is the status of these branches that have been allowed to go and rerun, they're saying a bulk of them have already rerun, with the last one having run its BGM just yesterday, and they've concluded with that. So there is one outstanding branch that needs to hold their conference between today and tomorrow, and just before the pre-registration of some of those delegates that will be partaking. We understand about 300 100 of them will be partaking in this particular conference. But one of the things, Maseko, that we've also been told is that this will not just be a dress-up show to elect new leadership. They will also be going in hard in terms of their commissions. One of those commissions will be looking at renewing and as well as unity within the ANC. Another one will also be looking at a thorny issue when it comes to some of the metros in the province of Gauteng. They are saying that they'll be also focusing on regaining governance, and they've also spoken about issues of saying that they are aware that there is corruption that people are not aware of when it comes to the current governance led by the DA. Of course, it's a multi-party governance in terms of the coalition. So they are saying that soon after this particular conference, they will be adopting resolutions in terms of those commissions that will be taking them forward in terms of where to move on from here when it comes to the unity of the party, but also when it comes to regaining governance, as well as putting a clear roadmap in terms of how they are moving towards the 2024 elections. So there's a lot to be done within this conference, but I can tell you, as far as those branches that are outstanding, they are telling us that the last one will be between today and tomorrow, and they'll be ready for conference. So those are some of the things that they've ironed out here. But more than anything, they are saying that they've met the threshold of saying 50 plus one of their branches will be able to participate. They are satisfied, together with the NEC employees, that they've sorted out every issue when it comes to these disputes, and it's just a matter of time now before they start with registration, as well as those processes that we'll see unfold at that particular conference.
All right, Linda Buhle Xulu in Johannesburg. Let's leave it there for now.